And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Elsberry High School in Elsberry, Missouri. And today we are going to see a varsity softball game. This is going to be between the visiting Silex Lady Owls and your hometown Elsberry High School Lady Indians. This actually ought to be a pretty good game. Um, the Lady Owls. Let's see. Get my notes here. I think they are 6-1 on the season this year. Matter of fact, I know they are. They're 6-1 on the season, and they have allowed 3.6 runs per game, where Elsberry's allowed 4. Um, They've scored 9.9 runs per game, where Elsberry has scored 8.4. So they are very evenly matched. Looks like the Silex has just a slight edge on the offense and the even slighter edge on defense. But these teams, over the past 15, 20 games, something like that, 14 games, I guess, Silex has won 9 out of the last 14, so it's 5-9. Elsberry with 5 games and Silex with 9. But the current streak right now is 3 wins for Elsberry. They last played on the 14th of September last year in the Elsberry tournament, and Elsberry won that game 7-3. And so anyway, let's go ahead and call this the pregame show, the People's Bank and Trust pregame show.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right. Talk a little bit more about these two teams. Like I said, the teams are very evenly matched, 6-1, and Elsberry 7-2. Let's talk a little bit about. Let's see. Let me find the schedule here. Where Elsberry, their games, the games that they've won, other than a couple of them, have been very decisive games. They beat Bell and Herman in the New Haven tournament, combined score of 30-1 on those. But then they lost the championship game 10-0. But then they came back at Orchard Farm and scored 13 runs. Wright City 9 runs, but they were only able to get 1 run against Bowling Green. And both of those games, Russellville and Bowling Green, these girls just didn't have their bats with them. They just absolutely could not hit a thing. Whether it was good pitching, bad batting, whatever, they just couldn't do it. Then, well, we're halfway through the Clopton game, which we will be finishing that up Wednesday night. So if you don't have it on your schedule already, I will be up there broadcasting the remainder of that game. We're 1.5 innings into the game. Score of 9-0, Elsberry. Then last week, Fort Zumwalt East came here, and Elsberry beat them 2-1, and that was what you might call a pitcher's duel. That was a really exciting game. Elsberry won that game with a last-minute play at first base that was extremely close. Then they played Van Far. Van Far came here and played, and that was a 10-0 game where Elsberry just dominated that game. And then we had the game the other night at North Callaway over in Avaz, Missouri. Had that game on there, and that game could give you a heart attack. The Elsberry girls scored in every inning except 2, But Avaz scored in 2 innings, but one of the innings that they scored 5 runs in 2 innings. That was like the third inning, I think. And then the bottom of the seventh, they came back, and with the score going into the bottom of the seventh, 11-5, they came back and got 5 runs, and they definitely threatened to win that game. There was a grand slam home run in that game. I forgot the girl's name that hit it, but that made the score 11-10, and there was only one out. But Elsberry buckled down, got the next 2 batters, and ended the game 11-10. So a win is a win. So anyway, let's go ahead and go over the starting lineups for these 2 teams. And umpires are here, so as you can see, Silex is out on the field right now warming up. Elsberry's already been out there. Like I said, these games, it's not unusual for them to start just a few minutes early. It's 12 minutes till the game is supposed to start, but you just never know. So anyway, tonight, playing for Silex, leading off batting is number 33, Taylor Howard. She is the pitcher. Number 13, Gwen Gilbert, and she plays center field. Batting third, number 30, Lexi Plackemeyer, shortstop. Batting fourth, number 20, Carson Harlan, and she is first base. Number 11, Maddie Hall, plays right field. Batting sixth, number 3, Tori Mudd, third base. Batting seventh, number 17, Sarah Gradicke, catcher. And let's see, playing the designated player will be Taya Williams. I'm not sure which one it is. She's the designated player. Number 10, Sarah Weatherford, left field, and number 1, Rita Thurman, second base. She's also the flex player, and she will be playing second base. Now, starting lineup for your hometown Elsberry Lady Indians. Number 9, Tyra Henderson, third base. Number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, catcher. Number 15, Kylie Kinsler, pitcher. Number 20, Kelsey Flaster, left field. Number 19, Morgan Jones, first base. Number 3, Peyton Robinson, shortstop. Number 18, Taylor Mooney, designated player. Number 11, Addison Steele, right field. Number 14, Abby Jenkins, second base. And number 2, Tanisha Henderson, center field. That is the starting lineups for these 2 teams. So, as we wait for the game to start, let's just get another commercial in here and go from there.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back. And as you can see on your screen, we have the two head coaches and the two umpires. They're out at home plate talking about ground rules and talking about being nice and talking about this, that, and the other. And so we are just moments away from starting this game. And go ahead and talk a little bit about, never talk much about the pitching. So far this year, Kylie Kinsler has pitched 646 innings. 646 pitches. 646 innings? My God. That'd be Major League. Anyway, 646 pitches. And let's get this back to here. 48 innings. That's just a little more like it. She's pitched in 9 games. And she's faced 205 batters, 646 innings. She has the entire bracket of 6 wins and 2 losses. She's allowed 45 hits, 28 runs, 22 of those have been earned. She's given up 12 walks and struck out 32, and she's only hit 2 batters. Has a very good ERA of 3.208. And the defense has done her quite well by leaving 33 runners on base. So the other pitcher we've had has been Addison Steele. She's pitched 5 innings in 3 games. And she's faced 30 batters, thrown 90 pitches. I think even without a calculator, I can tell you that's like 3 pitches per batter. She's allowed 7 hits, given up 8 runs. Only 2 of those have been earned. She's walked 5 and struck out 2 and hit 3. She has a ERA of 2.8. Very respectable. So as you can see, the Elsberry Lady Indians have taken the field, being the home team. Then they'll take the field first, and the visitors, Silex, will bat first. So Kylie Kinsler takes her warm-up pitches. Mackenzie Gladney throws the ball down to second base, and the infield meets on the mound. Once again, there's no mound. I don't know why I call it that. I guess 64 years of having a pitcher's mound. I'm just not used to having a pitcher's circle. So anyway, they go through their infield routines out there. And first batter up for Silex is number 33, Taylor Howard, the pitcher. And she brings it in from the left side. Kylie Kinsler looking into the dugout, getting ready for her first pitch. First pitch is a call strike. Howard looked at it, wanted to swing, but changed her mind. But it was a strike anyway. Foul ball. No balls. 2 strikes on Taylor Howard, the leadoff batter for Silex Lady Owls. There's ball one, just a little bit low. Ball two, evens the count at 2-2. Ball three outside. Taylor Howard works Kylie Kinsler back to a full count. So full count here, 3-2 on the leadoff batter. Ball hit to Tyra Henderson. Throws over to Morgan Jones in time for the putout. So with one out, we have number 13, Gwen Gilbert, center fielder, coming up to bat. All right, Kinsler getting ready to pitch. Ball is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. There's a call, strike one. 1-1 on Gwen Gilbert. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ball hit right to Morgan Jones, and she tags the runner about 10 feet from the base. So that's out number 2. Brings up number 30, Lexi Plaquemire, the shortstop. Fly foul ball into the right side and out of play. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Kinsler looks into the dugout. And she looks at the plays on her arm. There's a call, strike 2. That's one of those up and out call strikes. I was seeing those all over the place over in North Callaway the other night. Ball 1, just slightly outside. Ball 2 inside. Evens the count at 2-2. Hard hit ball out into right center. Addison Steele is over there on a running catch, and there is the putout. So 1-2-3 inning for Silex. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. Score is 0-0.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, here we are for the bottom of the first inning. Elsberry's first time to bat in this game. And we're going to have number 9, Tyra Henderson, third base. She's coming up to bat to lead off for the Lady Indians. So far this year, Tyra's batting, 452 is her average. She's had 31 at bats and 14 hits. 10 of those have been singles, and one of them was a home run. She takes ball 1. Looks like some pretty good speed coming from this pitcher who we have here. This is Taylor Howard pitching. Looks like she's got a lot of speed. Hard hit ball down the third base line, but it is foul. That's one of the good things about fast pitching is that ball comes off that bat even harder. So with a 1-1 count, Howard looks in again. Tyra is ready. High pop up. It's going to be to short center, and it's dropped. And so Tyra is on base. That was a tough catch for their center fielder. So with nobody out and one runner on, number 16, Mackenzie Gladney comes up to bat. She is the catcher. Infield is playing her in. Swing and a foul tip, strike 1. Let's see, the third base is backing up some now. She swung at that first pitch. Third base and first base are both backing up now. Ball outside. They're keeping a close watch on Tyra Henderson down there at first. Ball 2. Mackenzie Gladney, she's batting .385 this year. Foul tip, strike 2. 2-2. Nobody out, one runner on. Ball 3. Wasn't sure what number I was going to say, but it is ball 3. 3-2. Full count, one runner on. Nobody out. Hard hit ball out into left field, and it is caught. So Tyra Henderson cannot advance. Mackenzie Gladney is out on a fly ball. Brings up number 15, Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Kinsler is leading Elsberry batting this year so far with batting a .519, and she has 3 home runs on the year. And Tyra Henderson stole second base and slid in under the throw. So we have Tyra Henderson on second now with 1 out. Ball outside. Count is 1-1. Fly ball in the infield. Second base is right there and gets it. So Kylie is out. That is out number 2 with Tyra Henderson on first base. Brings up number 20, Kelsey Plaster. Called strike 1. This ball drops into infield, but the throw is over from shortstop in time to get her. So a 6-3 put out is out number 3. Tyra Henderson gets stranded there at second base. And at the end of one inning, there is no score. Let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, top of the second inning, coming up to bat for Silex, number 20, Carson Harlan, first base. All right, the defense is all set. Kinsler looking in to get some signs, and here's the pitch. Fly ball to second base, and Abby Jenkins is under it for the first out. So one pitch, one out. Brings up number 11, Maddie Hall. She's a right fielder. And right fielder going to bat from the left side. Ball low. Ball high. She needs one to kind of average out those two pitches. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. One out for Silex here in the top of the first. I'm sorry, top of the second. There's a call, strike 1. 3-1 is the count. Call, strike 2. Kylie Kinsler's fought her way back and filled up that count. There's a call, strike 3. Maddie Hall standing there looking at it. Out number 2. Brings up number 3, Tori Mudd. She is the third base. Kinsler looking in and he's ready for her pitch. Ball 1. Hard hit ball out into left center, and Kelsey Flaster is there. Or not, she's there to get it, but not to get it in time. But we have a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Tori Mudd brings up number 17, Sarah Gradicke. She is the catcher. So there's the first base runner for Silex tonight. Call, strike 1. Ball 1. Ball hit to second base, throw over to first, and that takes care of her. That is out number 3, and that is the end of the top of the second inning. I keep wanting it to be the first inning still. That is the end of the top of the second inning for Silex. And as we go to the bottom of the second, let's take a quick break.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, leading off the second inning for Elsberry is number 19, Morgan Jones. She is the first base. So far this year, Jones is batting .280. She's had 7 hits. 2 of those were singles. 4 of them were doubles. She's had a triple, no home runs, but 7 RBIs. So right now, leading off, unless she gets a home run, there's not going to be an RBI. There was the final warm-up pitch for Taylor Howard. And now Morgan Jones steps up to the plate. And ready for the first pitch. Ball 1 high. Ball 2. Foul tip right back to my head, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Call strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Ball high. Fills that count up at 3-2. There's not room for any more pitches in there. Foul tip. Well, made a liar out of me. I guess there's room for at least one more pitch. Morgan Jones stayed alive with that foul tip. High fly ball out into right field. She is under it and has it. So 1 out for Morgan Jones. Let's see, their right fielder. Find it on here. It's Maddie Hall is their right fielder. She was right underneath that thing. Brings up number 3, Peyton Robinson, shortstop. Robinson is batting .286 so far this year. She takes the ball high, and it slithers through the catcher's glove. But nobody on, so nobody can advance. Another foul ball goes out of play behind us. So 1-1 on Peyton Robinson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Foul ball back out of play, remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hits the ball to second base. Throw over to first, and it's in time. And that is out number 2. Brings up number 18, Taylor Mooney. Taylor Mooney's batting .250. Last game against North Callaway, she was really hitting that ball. She takes a call, strike 1. Hits the ball foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Two outs, nobody on. 0-2 is the count. Ball hit to shortstop. Throw over to first, and it's in time. So the Lady Indians are down 1-2-3 in their second inning. And at the end of 2 full innings, still no score.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, leading off the third inning for Silex is number 15, Taya Williams. She's the designated player. There is a call, strike 1. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 is the count. So far, each team has had 1 base runner. Ball hit to shortstop. Peyton Robinson throws quickly over there and gets her. Tell you what, Peyton Robinson has one of the quickest arms I've ever seen. That young lady can throw that ball from shortstop. Brings up number 10, Sarah Weatherford, left field. Left field, left-handed batter. With 1 out and nobody on. She bunts the ball to pitcher. Over in time. Oh, they called her safe. Okay, so safe at first. All right, that brings up number 1, Rita Thurman, second base. Well, now hold it. Nope. That's not going to be second base. This is going to be back to top. Flex player doesn't play or doesn't bat. So we have number 33, Taylor Howard, up to bat. She ground out to second her first time up. So Silex with another base runner with 1 out here in the top of the third. She swung or squared up to bunt, but the ball was real high. So ball 1. Sarah Weatherford she looks like she wants to run, and she goes. Ball gets into the outfield, and so she's on her way to third. So with 1 out, Sarah Weatherford is now on third base. So Silex is threatening with 1 out and a runner 60 feet away. 2 balls, no strikes. Hard hit ball out into left field. Oh, no, it got away from her. I thought she had it. So a double by Taylor Howard, and that scores Sarah Weatherford. Still just one out. Runner on second. And that brings up number 13, Gwen Gilbert. She's their center field. Call strike one. So Silex strikes first. Foul ball to the right side. Out of play. Strike two. So one out. One run is in. Another runner on second. Ball low. One ball, two strikes, one out. Runner on second. Gwen Gilbert, her first time up, she made the second out. She fouled to third. And the throw over to first, ground ball to second base. Throw over to first in time to get her. So a 4-3 put out there. But Taylor Howard is now on third with two outs. Brings up number 30, Lexi Plackmeyer. She flied out to right field her first time up. Call strike one. Ball real low, but Mackenzie Gladney was on it. 1-1 is the count. High fly ball out into right field, and Steele is underneath it for the third out. So one runner left on base, but Silex scores first, and as we go into the bottom of the third inning, the score is Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, here we go into the bottom of the third inning. The score is 1-0 Silex. Elsberry's going to be bringing up Addison Steele. She's going to lead off the third inning for the Lady Indians. And she's going to be followed by number 14, Abby Jenkins, second base. And then the top of the lineup, number 9, Tyra Henderson will be up. If anybody gets on, number 16, Mackenzie Gladney will come up again. Okay, Steele is batting, she's batting 143. Ball one. Ball two. Ball hit to third base, picked it up and over to first, and she is thrown out. That was the first out of the inning. Brings up number 14, Abby Jenkins, second base. Jenkins is batting .308 so far this year. Ball one. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, Howard's ready for another pitch. Foul tip straight behind us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abby Jenkins batting with 1 out in the third inning. Scores Silex 1, Elsberry 0. And a peel down to first base, and she did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another foul ball. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Okay, that brings up in the third inning number 9, Tyra Henderson. She had a base hit in her first at bat. Hard hit ball out into left field, and she is there and has it for the third out. So 3 batters up, 3 batters out. Nobody on. And as we go to the to the top of the 4th inning, the score is Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, we have number 20, Carson Harlan. She leads off for Silex here in the 4th inning. She flew out to second base her first time up. First pitch is real high. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Call strike 1. Call strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. She has a lot of room in right center. Swing, sort of a check swing, but she didn't pull it back in time. Strikeout number 2. So first out for Silex here in the fourth inning brings up number 11, Maddie Hall. And she struck out looking her first time up. Call strike one. Ball one high. Ball hit past first base, and she is on with a single. Maddie Hall, one out single. Brings up number 3, Tori Mudd, third base. She got a single her first time up. She squared up to bunt, pulled it back. Ball one. Call strike. She squared up to bunt again, pulled it back, but that time it was a call strike. She does bunt that time. Gets it over there quickly to Jones at first for the second out. That does advance Maddie Hall to second base. Brings up Sarah Gradicke. She ground ball out to second base her first time up in the second inning. Foul ball back behind us. Hits the dugout on the baseball field. Ball one. One ball, one strike on Sarah Gradicke here in the fourth inning. 2 outs, one runner on second base, and that runner is Maddie Hall. There is a call, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip, but it went right into Gladney's glove. Strike 3. So Silex leaves 1 runner on. There was 1 hit and no runs. And so we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. The score is Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the fourth. Leading off this inning for Elsberry is going to be number 16, Mackenzie Gladney. She hit a fly ball into the left field her first time up. And like I said earlier, she's batting .385. She has 8 singles, 2 doubles, with 10 RBIs. Let's see if she can get something started here in the fourth inning. right, Silex getting their defense set up, and Gladney steps into the box. First pitch is low, ball one. Foul ball back behind us. Strike one. Silex brought a good crowd down here tonight. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gladney. Hard hit ball past shortstop. So a leadoff single for Mackenzie Gladney here in the 4th inning. Brings up number 15, Kylie Kinsler. She flied out to second base her first time up. And Lily Smith is coming on as a courtesy runner for Gladney. Ball low. Again, Kinsler is batting .519 so far this season with 3 home runs. Ball 2. Lily Smith really wanting to get to second base. I think she'd rather get on home, but second base will do for now. It's a stopping off point anyway. Ball 3. Call strike 1. Looked a little high from here, but he's been calling those strikes all night for both teams, as long as there's consistency. Foul ball back behind us. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 runner on, nobody out. There's ball 4. So we have left fielder number 20, Kelsey Flaster, up to bat. 2 runners on. Kelsey Flaster bats from the left side. Ball high. Two base runners for Elsberry. She bunted it to the third base side, and the third base was there and caught the fly, but couldn't get anybody out. So that was the first out for Elsberry. Brings up number 19, Morgan Jones. With 1 out, runners on first and second. Runners have been at a premium tonight. Call strike 1. Elsberry needs to capitalize on this. Inside, ball 1. And Lily Smith tries to steal third and is thrown out. So we have a count of 2-1 on Morgan Jones with Kylie Kinsler on second base. 2 outs now. Three balls, 1 strike on Jones. And there's ball 4. And Kylie Kinsler steals third on that ball 4. So with 2 outs, we have runners at the corners. And Peyton Robinson up to bat. Robinson has 2 home runs on the year. She's batting .286. There's 2 outs, 2 runners on. Kylie Kinsler's down at third, and Morgan Jones is at first. Swing and a foul tip, strike 1. There's strike 2, and meantime, Morgan Jones stole second. So we have runners on second and third. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ball hit to third base, throw over to first, and she is out. That is the 3rd out of the inning, and it leaves 2 base runners on. And what's worse about that is they were on second and third. So at the end of 4 innings, we still have a score of Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, here we go into the 5th inning. Silex is going to be bringing up number 15, Taya Williams. She grounded out to short her first time up. Ball low, gets away from Gladney. Ball 1. Ball 2. Call strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hard hit ball out into center field, and Tiny is under it and has it. The sure hands of Tiny Henderson. So that's one out. That brings up Sarah Weatherford. She's their left fielder. She's also the player that scored the only run in this game. Right off the glove of Kylie Kinsler, gets through, and Peyton Robinson stops it, but could not get over in time to get the throw to first. So Weatherford's on first with a single. One out single again. Brings up number 33, Taylor Howard, the pitcher. Throw is down to second, and she is out. Throw was in time. And that's ball one on Taylor Howard. Now with two outs and nobody on. Foul ball to the left side, strike one. One ball, one strike, two outs, nobody on. Strike two called. One ball, two strikes. Taylor Howard doubled her last time up and got the RBI. Ball two. Count is even at 2-2. Three and two. And ball four. That is the first walk given by Kylie Kinsler tonight. So a two-out walk brings up number 13, Gwen Gilbert. High fly ball out into center field. And sure hands Tiny Henderson has it. She caught that on the run. So Silex leaves a runner on base. So halfway through the fifth inning, the score is still Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, we are back. Bottom of the fifth inning. 1-0 is the score. Silex over Elsberry. Base running has been at a premium tonight. And Taylor Howard is still pitching for Silex. And like I said before, she's got some speed in her pitch. Leading off the fifth inning for Elsberry is going to be number 18, Taylor Mooney. All right, the Silex defense is ready. Taylor Mooney is in the box. First pitch is outside, ball one. Foul tip, strike one. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip. Bounces off the fence, comes back into play. But we're tied up with the count at 2-2. Ball low. That fills up the count at 3-2. Full count on the leadoff batter, Taylor Mooney. Ball back to the pitcher. She knocks it down, gets it thrown over to first base, and she is out. So with 1 out, number 11, Addison Steele, the right fielder, comes up. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball high. Gets away from the catcher, but there's nobody on, so doesn't matter. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-0 Silex here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball 2. 2-2. Abby Jenkins will be following Addison Steele. And there's ball 3. I think she was throwing at me that time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 2 for Howard tonight. Brings up Abby Jenkins, second base. She struck out her first time up. She squares up to bunt and bunts it foul tip back, strike 1. So now third base and first base are playing in on her. I can't see. Now shortstop is back. Call strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ball hit over third base, out into left field. So a 2-out single for Abby Jenkins. That brings up number 9, Tyra Henderson. She got a base hit her first time up, fly it out to left field her second time up. So Elsberry with the base runner, 2 outs in the 5th. Tyra Henderson, a .452 batter, is up. Call strike 1. Fly ball out into right field, and it drops just foul. So a long, dramatic strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. High fly ball to shortstop. She looks at it and drops it. So Tyra Henderson is on first. And Abby Jenkins runs to third. So the tying run is 60 feet away with Mackenzie Gladney up to bat. She reached her second time up. There was a call, strike 1. Tyra Henderson's down on second. They acted like they were going to throw to second, threw to the pitcher, and kept Abby Jenkins on third. There's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Tyra Henderson on second, Abby Jenkins on third. Foul ball to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball back behind us again. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Their catcher, Sarah Gradicke, did a good job of keeping that ball in front of her. Abby Jenkins is just waiting for that ball to get past. There's a call, strike 3. And Indians go down on strikes. That was the third out, and they leave 2 runners on. Lost opportunities. Lost opportunities. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. The score is Silex 1, Elsberry 0.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, here we go into the top of the 6th inning and the bottom of the 5th. Big disappointment there for Elsberry. They had great opportunity and just couldn't quite get it to work. So we have number 30, Lexi Plackmeyer, up to bat now. She's flied out twice to right field. There's a call, strike 1. foul ball back behind us. No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for Silex here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead the game 1-0. Ball hit to third base. Tyra picks it up, throws over to first. 1 out. Brings up number 20, Carson Harlan. She struck out her last time up. Call strike 1. Ball high. 1-1. Ball 2. Fly ball out into a short left field. Peyton Robinson, the shortstop, has it on the run. So 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning for Silex. Brings up number 11, Maddie Hall. She has struck out and got a base hit. Call strike 1. Ball 1. Call strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Scores 1-0 Silex over Elsberry. Hard hit ball right up the middle. Tiny Henderson picks it up and gets it thrown into second. So a 2-out hit for Maddie Hall brings up number 3, Tori Mudd. She's had a hit tonight, and she grounded out to the pitcher. She hits the ball between third and short. So Silex with 2 runners on. Brings up number 17, Sarah Gradicke. She grounded out to second base and then struck out. So in the top of the 6th, Silex is threatening again. They have 2 runners on with 2 outs. And Elsberry calls time, and they want to discuss a couple of things here. Coach Levi is out there with Kylie Kinsler and with Mackenzie Gladney. See exactly what they want to do for this with 2 runners on. Umpire's out now to tell them hurry this up a little bit. Of course, it's not like we have any rain clouds coming up or anything. There's not a cloud in the sky. All right, Sarah Gradicke up to bat. 2 runners on. 2 outs. Kinsler looks in. High fly ball out into right field. And it drops, and 1 run is in. So a stand-up double for Sarah Gradicke. And Maddie Hall scores. That makes it 2-0 Silex. So with 2 outs, Silex has scored another run, and they have runners on second and third. Brings up number 15, Taya Williams. Taya. Call, strike 1. Major difference tonight has been Silex has been able to, they've been able to advance their base runners. Elsberry gets base runners on, they can't seem to advance them. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Ball hit to third base, throw over to first. And she is called out. So a 5-3 put out for the third out. But Silex puts another run up on the scoreboard. And halfway through the 6th inning, the score is 2-0 Silex over Elsberry.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, here we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Elsberry starting to run out of time here. They're going to be bringing up Kylie Kinsler to lead off, followed by Kelsey Flaster and Morgan Jones. And if anybody gets on, Peyton Robinson will come in. Once again, Kylie Kinsler is the leading batter at this point in time for Elsberry. And tonight she is flied out to second base, and she walked her last time up. Okay, Taylor Howard looks in. Ball outside and low, gets away from the catcher, but nobody's on. So ball 1 here in the 6th inning to Kylie Kinsler. Ball 2. Called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul ball, strike 2. That evens the count at 2-2. That fills it up at 3-2. No more room in this count. It is full. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 1 out, we have Kelsey Flaster to bat. Call strike 1. Foul tip, strike 2. Foul ball back behind us. Remains no balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip, still no balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball down the first base line. It was about an 1/8 of an inch foul. But it remains no balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip. Kelsey stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Seems like I've said that for about the past 15 minutes. Foul ball to the right side. Imagine that, it's still 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Now we get interesting. Don't have to say 0-2 anymore. Another foul ball out of play to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of pitches for a count of 1-2. Two and two. Foul ball, remains 2-2. Fouled it off of her ankle, I think. High foul ball about to play behind us. Remains 2-2. Kelsey's had 2 strikes on her since about last week sometime. Another foul ball, only that one's going to the left side. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to first is in time. So with 2 outs, Morgan Jones is up to bat. She walked her last time up. Call strike 1. Ball 1. 1-1 on Morgan Jones. High fly ball. It went foul. It went over the fence, but it went foul, and their left fielder hit that fence hard. She went down, and I didn't think she was getting up. There's third base is looking at her. I hope she's okay. She hit hard, bounced off that fence. She bounced off the fence, and she was laying out there flat on her back for about a half a second. She got herself up, and she seems to be okay. In the meantime, we have 1 ball and 2 strikes on Morgan Jones. 15 feet to the right, and that would have been a home run. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's three outs in the top of the 6th inning. Or I'm sorry, the bottom of the 6th inning. We go into the 7th inning, and the score is Silex 2, Elsberry nothing.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right. Top of the 7th inning for Silex is number 10, Sarah Weatherford, and she's the girl that just bounced into the fence out there. She seems to be okay. She squares up to bunt and bunts it foul. Strike 1. She was caught stealing her last time up. She has scored the only run, or I'm sorry, she scored the first run for Silex tonight. Strike 2 called. And there's a base hit between short and second. So Silex's leadoff batter is on with a single, and it brings up the pitcher, number 33, Taylor Howard. She walked her last time up. She squares up to bunt. Kylie picks it up, throws it over to first for 1 out. So with 1 out and 1 runner on second base, we have number 13, Gwen Gilbert. She flied out to center fielder last time up. Ball hit up the middle. And Tiny Henderson got it, throws it into short. So Gwen Gilbert with a 1-out single. And Sarah Weatherford is on third base with 1 out. Brings up number 30, Lexi Plackemeyer. She is their shortstop. She hit out to third base her last time up. She squared up for a bunt. The ball was bobbled out at second base whenever Gladney threw down at second base. So we have runners on second and third with 1 out. That was strike 1 on Plackmeyer. Ball hit to short, over to first and out. But Silex scores another run. Call strike on Carson Harlan. That's Sarah Weatherford scored. That's her second run she scored tonight. And Silex has a runner on third, Gwen Gilbert. Ball low. High fly ball out into right field. And Addison Steele is there and has it for the third out. But Silex puts another run up on the board. And as we go into the bottom of the seventh inning for Elsberry, the score is 3-0.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, last chance for Elsberry here. We are in the bottom of the seventh inning. Peyton Robinson is going to lead us off. She's going to be followed by Taylor Mooney and Addison Steele. Taylor Howard still pitching for Silex. She's pitched one heck of a game tonight. Like I said to begin with, she has a lot of speed on her pitches. And Elsberry's been able to hit the ball a little bit, but they can't sustain any group of hitting together. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The most batters they've had in one inning has been 5. So they just can't seem to. There's a high foul ball out of play behind us. Strike one on Peyton Robinson. Call strike two. Foul ball to the left side out of play. Remains 0-2. All right, 0-2 count. Nobody out. Peyton Robinson's the leadoff batter. Ball low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called by the umpire. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Brings up Taylor Mooney. Mooney's been up twice today so far, and she's hit out to the shortstop and to the pitcher. Call strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Foul ball back behind us out of play. Remains 0-2. And there's a call, strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. Addison Steele up to bat now. Oh, yep, they changed him up on me. I don't know why they don't send me a telegram on that stuff. So substitute, we have Alyssa Love as a pinch hitter. Call, strike 1. Ball 1. Swing and a foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Call, strike 3. And that, folks, is the end of the game. So Taylor Howard strikes out the side in the bottom of the 7th. And final score for this game is Silex 3 and Elsberry 0. Heck of a pitching clinic put on by Taylor Howard. She really did a good job out there pitching tonight. And she ended up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts. She struck out 8, walked 2, and I don't have all the hits counted up here, but she didn't give up very many. Like I said, Elsberry was only able to get 5 batters in 1 inning. They just could not get anything sustained. And I said before the game, this was going to be a good one because I knew that Silex was a good team coming into this game. You don't go 6-1 with that by being a bad team. So anyway, like I said, Elsberry just could not get anything sustained. They hit the ball solid a couple times, but couldn't keep anything going, and they come up on the losing side of a 3-0 game. So we are off now, or I should say Elsberry. We're not we. We're off now until Wednesday evening when they're scheduled to finish out the game with Clopton. I'll have to find out exactly what time that game is going to start. At this point in time, I'm going to assume 5 o'clock, but I don't know. But that will be Wednesday afternoon, so keep watching whenever I come on the air, and we'll be finishing out that game. So at this time, going to back it out from Elsberry, where we just saw the Silex Lady Owls defeat the Elsberry Lady Indians by a score of 3-0. So until Wednesday evening, where we'll be watching Elsberry at Clopton, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night for the Indian Sports Network at Elsberry High School. Good night, everybody.